Right, there's a quick walk around video for a Lexus IS 250. This is the SE automatic model. You can see here 55 plate, and the car's actually only done 55,200 miles. It's a lovely low mileage car. Finished in black, as you can see. Really good looking car actually. Lovely order, beautifully maintained, but I'll go around or detail the service history later in the video for you. Just quickly come to the front of the car, show you the lenses here. They're all good, intact. There's no condensation, cracks or otherwise, and the fog lights or the main lights there at all. Main bonnet of the car in very nice condition. Just an odd minor stone chip giving any indication to the age of the vehicle. Come down the near side of the vehicle first. Again, very crisp in the panel work, and being black, which is, you know, it's a colour that really makes the car look good, but it obviously does show up the odd mark. But this one's very clean indeed. It's just odd one or two. Alloys, looks like they've been given a recent refresh, but they're very nice indeed. Front Michelin tyre there with loads and loads of tread on it. Just come down the main panel work here. Rear alloy again, Dunlop tyre on the back on this side, again nice brand tyre, and again alloy in very nice order indeed. Always a nice angle for the Lexus at the back here. Obviously the engine's running, it's a cold morning so you can see condensation, which is quite normal as the engine's only just started. But I always have the engines running just to show you them, so if there's any odd noises you can obviously pick those up if needs be. Not that there are any on this one. And again, down to the off side of the vehicle, again very clean and crisp. Michelin tyre again on this side, all again in very nice order, as is the alloy wheel there, and the panel work's all really good. I mean, as I said, there will be the odd minor mark, you can't get away from it. This is a car that's now 11-12 years old, but it is very nice. And Dunlop tyre on this side. It looks like they've all been rotated as well, which is again a nice sign of ownership. But overall, externally, a car that looks in very good condition. Boot area of the car again, nice big boot on these, but again, like the rest of the car, it's been kept in very good condition. So coming to the near side rear door panel here on the inside, again all very good. Loads of leg space in the back of these cars. Back of the seats again in very nice condition, not always a given. Kids and their feet and banging the back of seats when they throw their little hissy fits sometimes results in nicely damaged seats, but these are really nice. Black leather interior, again leatherworks all in very nice order. So coming to the front of the car now, driver's door card again in excellent condition. Car benefits from the full set of Lexus car mats, as you can see. Driver's leather seats again in very good condition. They're very hard wearing indeed, very comfortable. Electric seat adjustment there, and it all works absolutely beautifully. Coming across, just to show you down here, was the automatic gear lever, and you've got your heated and cooled seats there as well. Passenger front seat again in equally good condition. So inside the car now, engine's running as it has been all the way through on the video. Just to quickly show you down here, full owner's manual pack, all the original manuals in there, and the Lexus lock and wheel nut key, which should come with the car and is indeed here. But the lovely places to sit, beautifully built, they really are. Very simple, easy to use, everything working exactly as it should. So we've got the automatic gear lever there, and on these SE models you've got heated and cooled memory seats. Only where I can see just a tiny bit of paint being tapped off there by someone, but as I said, I'm critical in these videos and I pick up anything that I can for you. But generally speaking, it's, you know, that's really nitpicking, because the car's in absolutely fabulous order, been beautifully looked after. I'm just going to show into the dashboard there, engine running, you can see by the rev counter, 55,242 miles, no warning lights, just the low fuel light on there. But all works beautifully, really does. You know, even the steering wheel there looks much like new, but nothing to report in here. It's a wonderful car and drives absolutely beautifully. So quickly, just to show you this service history of the car, we've got 4 Lexus service stamps at 10, 162832. Then we've got independent, it was actually a Honda dealer, had service at 34, then in an independent at 44,000, and most recently at 55,000. So all in all, a very, very well maintained car. So finally, just to show you under the engine bay, beautifully presented engine bay by Lexus here, as you'd expect given the quality of engineering that they have. Engines always sound much noisier on the videos than they do when you actually physically stood here, but a wonderful unit, very tough indeed. What should follow now will be a road test of this very car. Right, this is a quick road test for a Lexus IS 250, and this is an SE version, registered NG55TVL. Mileage at the start of the brief road test is 55,237 miles. The reason we do the road tests is we just want customers to see the cars prior to coming to see us. We want to give you the confidence to come to us to buy from us, obviously, but also to be honest in the vehicle, and if there's anything on the car which I need to let you know about mechanically in this test drive, then I can do so for you. Road tests also done on roads very close to our premises, so it should be wholly representative, hopefully, of what you should feel yourself. I've literally just driven back well over 100 miles to the garage in the car, and one thing I can say straight away prior to showing you it is it drives absolutely beautifully. Kind of knew it would, but it's just nice to confirm it. So starting with the engine of the vehicle, started immediately, settled to a very quiet, very subdued idle. The engine pulls very, very sweetly indeed. It's got plenty of oomph to it. No warning lights on the dashboard relating to the engine or any other part of the car for that matter either. But in terms of the engine itself, it's been very well looked after. It's going to be serviced this afternoon actually, and it'll go through its pre-delivery inspection as well. But from my experience of having driven the vehicle, it does drive really very nicely indeed. The engine is as sweet as you'll ever experience one of these. Going into the gearbox, obviously the Lexus gearboxes are highly regarded by everybody, in all honesty. They're wonderfully well engineered, matches the car beautifully. It's utterly seamless in operation. It just wafts along, selects its gears really nicely. So in essence, the powertrain of the vehicle, engine and gearbox, genuinely, I can't find a fault. As I drove down the motorway earlier, obviously we had plenty of opportunity to sit and feel the car and take everything in. All the major controls, the steering doesn't exhibit any vibrations, it tracks absolutely bullet straight, doesn't deviate from its chosen path, it's got not even a hint of wear in it. Likewise, the suspension, beautifully controlled, very well damped, again really nicely done, but it just has not an ounce of wear in it. I cannot detect any secondary noises when you go over the bumps, because that's what you're looking out for, and certainly hopefully anyone test driving it would do so as well. You'll hear it going over a bump, but what I don't want to hear is any kind of metallic sort of clonks or bangs or thumps that shouldn't be there. So it goes over like that, that's absolutely perfect, but there's nothing else there. It really is, it's a testament just to how beautifully built these cars are. Also, wind noise very well subdued in typical Lexus fashion. It was incredibly refined coming down the motorway. There was very little wind noise, which again suggests that all the door seals and windscreen is sealed very nicely indeed, so there's no damage to those. Brakes on the car, again, rock solid, right at the top of the pedal where it wants to be, not over servoed, which I loathe and despise on cars. But again, no pulsing, no juddering coming back through the brake pedal, just brakes, stops, pulls up straight, and pulls up very well indeed. The whole car just feels incredibly tight. I mean, sitting inside the car, there's no shudders, squeaks, or buzzers from the trim. This is where true build quality, in my opinion, really shows. And I've jumped in many a sort of Mercedes or BMW or Audi of the same age, and they're perfectly fine cars in their own right. They're not as reliable as the Lexus, quite clearly, and very few of them feel as taut in their bodywork as these do. These are astonishingly well made cars. Inside the vehicle here now, I mean, we've not touched it or valeted it. Again, that'll be done later today, hopefully. It needs very little. It's incredibly clean and crisp inside, very, very original, which I really like about it. But the quality of the plastics, everything I've pressed has worked beautifully. The cruise control on the motorway, going through the speed cameras, worked absolutely fantastically. I did check the air conditioning when I first started it up, put it onto ice cold, and yeah, it pumped out lovely cold air. Obviously got heated and cooled leather seats in here as well. Again, they work absolutely beautifully. I had the heater on when I first got in the car, and they were absolutely spot on. But looking around the dashboard, it's a lovely, simple dashboard to use. It's very high quality, obviously, but what it also is it's just very nice and simple and easy to use, which isn't always the case with a lot of modern cars. They can be over complex in my opinion. So I've just put the air conditioned seats on, and it's that's really very effective, because that's now too cold. It's really chilled my bottom quite noticeably. But no, it genuinely drives absolutely fantastically well. As I said, this isn't just a case of me ticking boxes and saying it's fine. I am brutally honest on these test drives. If there's something wrong, I'll tell you about it. But I had loads of opportunity to drive the car earlier, and it did drive absolutely faultlessly, and with a tightness that belies its age, but certainly marries up to the mileage perfectly well. So if anyone's coming to see the car, which I really do encourage, because it's a wonderful example, then please do so. But if I've missed anything on the video, don't hesitate, do give us a call.